It was just totally out of the blue.
The faster we are able to get that vessel open, the better the outcome will be.
Perfect. Thank you. All we're going to do...
I had a vice round my chest.
The typical characteristic heart attack pain would be a tight central crushing pain in the upper chest. It might radiate up into the jaw, or it might radiate across the shoulders. The patient may be sweaty, the patient may feel sick, and might even vomit. Not surprisingly, they look pale and feel unwell.
The pain just didn't go. And then I yelled out to the people in the, who were in the changing room. I said, can you call an ambulance, please?
If you can go straight to the back door of the cardiac angiography suite, that would be lovely. Emma, we've got a primary coming in. I've told them to go straight to the cath lab. I'm just going to give them a ring to let them know.
So whilst the ambulance is making its way in from the patient's home, our emergency team, which comprises of a radiographer, a technician, a nurse and a doctor, to make their way in.
Hello sir, I'm Houman Ashrafian. Nice to meet you. I'm one of the registrars in cardiology. How are you? Fine. We're going to take you inside if that's all right.
In this particular case, that was a big important vessel. The bigger the vessel that blocks, inevitably the bigger area of muscle will die if you don't get that vessel open early. So it was an important vessel, and it was potentially a big heart attack had we not got the vessel open quickly.
So this gentleman came in with an anterolateral heart attack. Pain started at 2 today, and the ECGs are consistent with an anterolateral heart attack.
People just swung into action. It was like a well-oiled machine.
Yes, okay. A bit north.
As soon as I got in, the treatment was so swift. It was unbelievable.
So the first priority for us is to give some anaesthetic around the wrist and to insert a tube which comes up from the wrist into the arm, and from the arm into the main blood vessel, the aorta. The aorta sits on the exit of the heart, and the main blood vessels to the heart come off the aorta on either side. By inserting a small tube into those coronary arteries, those heart arteries, we can then shoot dye down the arteries and see where the blockage is. Shallow REO to begin with. You can see the problem there. So you've got sort of TIMI 1 to 2 flow down the LED, areocranial. And we can then pass a sucking catheter down the artery to actually suck out the blood clot which has accumulated on the cholesterol-rich plaque, which is what caused the artery to block in the first place. Okay, so hold that up nice and high for us. Let's switch it on. Through the clot there, and then slowly back. And then another pass.
Obviously, Dr. Banning had found a blockage and done whatever he had to do to clear it. And obviously, with the blood supply restored, then presumably the pain went.
You can see the dramatic difference that's made. If you look at the screens on the right-hand side here, you can see the before, and on the left-hand screen you can see the after. So we've aspirated quite a lot of the clot, and you can see that the flow down the vessel is fine. If you look at the clock, it's now 20 past 4. The patient came into the lab at 10 past 4. Having sucked out the clot, we can then see the area of plaque or the area of disease within the vessel which caused the heart attack. And we might choose to put a second wire in to protect important branches, and then place a stent in the area of the blockage to make sure that that vessel is widely open and that area which was diseased, will now heal in the presence of the stent.
Plating.
10, 12, 14, 16.
16.
And down.
Down. 16 for 7 seconds.
16 for 7, thank you.
Stent is a small scaffold. It's made of stainless steel or platinum chromium. The best analogy really is to think of it like the spring on a ball pen. It's about that sort of size. It's 2 or 3 millimeters in diameter and perhaps 9 to 20 millimeters in length. Initially the stent is squashed down onto the balloon and the stent is then passed into the body squashed on the balloon. Having expanded the balloon, the stent expands with it and the balloon is then collapsed, leaving the stent within the vessel, and that stent acts as a scaffold to keep the artery wide open to give a nice big round tube for the blood to flow through thereafter. As you can see, that looks very nice.
Everybody had a function. There was a lot of I remember a lot of communication.
Okay, just give me 6 there, please.
Plating. 6.
And down.
6 for 3 seconds.
6 for 3, thank you. The 2
Okay,
5
check the LED light level in, please.
I cannot speak highly enough of the way I was treated, and the professionalism shown. It was staggering.
So this is what we've aspirated from the catheter. There's some white platelet dip thrombus at the base of it there, just there. Look. This is the sort of stuff which sticks on the atheroma, causing the vessel to be occluded. Within Oxford last year, the time from arrival of the ambulance to the time at which the vessel was open, on average, in the 300 cases that we did, was 23 minutes. So that means within 23 minutes of arriving at the door, the patient has already got the tubes in, the vessel is open, and the heart attack is already starting to decline. And that's a tribute really to the commitment of the team, and they come in at top speed and get everything organised so that we can deliver these treatments as quickly as possible.
Dr. Banning, what a man. He saved my life.